Hello, how's your writing going? I got this lovely question by Mr. J.M. Menon, who wrote in to say that he has written his nonfiction book. It is in his niche and in his industry, and he's pleasantly okay with it. He's not feeling that bad about the first draft. So, what should he do now? First, great work. Wonderful that you have finished your book, and that is one thing that people, really struggle with is to they have an idea, they want to start with an idea, but they stop in the middle or stop in the beginning, and you manage to finish it. That's brilliant. You're happy with it. That's good. So the third step to do now is to really sit down with your book, reread it in its entirety. And while you're reading it, and I suggest this to every author, is that first, before rushing off to an editor, first do a heavy self edit on your own. See what you are saying and why you're saying it. Because in the first draft that you write, sometimes you're just writing impulsively, what thoughts are coming to you, you're putting them down. Now you have to really see through everything that you've written. So see the book in its entirety, go through each chapter. Sometimes I suggest to people in my book mentoring classes is that we create a kind of a flow for the book with every chapter. Say your reader starts at point A and you want them to reach point Z by the end of the book. So how are you taking them through the chapter? So in the beginning, the reader doesn't know this everything. So by the end of chapter one, what do they know? By the end of chapter two, what do they know? And slowly how you're building the blocks to reach from A to Z. So that is usually the idea of non-fiction book is to teach something or to share some ideas. Some most of the times the chapters are linked, and this process works there. If the chapters are not linked, if each learning is a separate learning in itself, then I would still suggest you go through it from the point of view of your reader. See what they're learning in each chapter, what they started out with, and what they're gaining. Is it interesting? Is it keeping pace? Grammatical errors and all you'll find. Is it entertaining? For that, sometimes it's great to get some views, but I would say in the beginning, look at it from your angle and see whether this is something you would like to read. Go through the storylines or the anecdotes you're putting. Is it getting too textbook heavy? Is it fun? Is it exciting? Is it interesting? What do you want your book to be? Is it coming across as that? These are things you need to check on your own before even looking at an editor so that you are satisfied with what you've written. And once you are satisfied with what you've written and you give it to an editor might, will, and should give you some pointers of what to do. Again, these are pointers. You take some, you don't take some, but also give credit to the editor for some years of experience in their field. Choose an editor who has relevance in your field or who's worked with books in your field, knows more about your field, so that you get an idea, so you get an experienced editor in that. Their editing again is a collaborative process. So do not say no to everything or do not say yes to everything. Think through everything, question, ask, understand. But before that, do a heavy self edit on your own first. This will help you see the gaps yourself and understand exactly where your book is taking your reader. I'm so glad you asked this question. It shows so much intention and motivation on your end. Do keep up with the good work and let me know how your book progresses. Bye bye. Happy writing.